So we're very much taught that business is logical and creativity is quite chaotic and there's not much structure to it. But I think creativity and business, especially moving into 2026, they're one. They're two sides of the same coin kind of thing. So what do I mean by that? So having pursued creative professional fields such as acting, filmmaking, writing over the years, so I have over a decade worth of experience in the film industry and kind of what it takes to get to those points where you get offered those opportunities, those golden ticket moments. I very much reached that, and it wasn't for me because it took creativity at the time. It took the actual creativeness out of it. So yeah, I was offered that kind of breakout moment and I turned it down. I had an existential crisis. I thought, do you know what, I don't think acting is for me. And the weird thing is, acting was very much an accident for me. I always wanted to do screenwriting, so it's been a whirlwind experience over the years. Somehow I kind of fell into acting and I got offered all these opportunities, and then that kind of big opportunity, and I turned it down. So I don't know if I can wear that as a badge of honour, possibly. But for years I always thought, so this was kind of in my early 20s to mid 20s, I always thought I wanted that kind of creative feel, that professional job, I suppose, to replace all of the manual jobs that I've done. So many different jobs over the years, everything from painting and decorating, warehouse, garden centre, yeah, I could run through God knows how many different industries, and I did that all the while pursuing acting and filmmaking as a career. I think when you're trying to pursue a creative profession and turn it into a livelihood, something that you can actually live off, pay your bills, your food, rent and all that kind of thing, you know, or mortgages, I think there is this kind of pressure that gets put on the creative process then, because you're trying to turn it into a business, obviously, and then you kind of lose sight of the creativity side of things. I don't know if this is making sense. It's been a couple of months since my last talking head video, so, but yeah, I think when we do that and we tend to try and make our creative passions our livelihoods, we end up losing the whole point of that being a creative passion. I think we tend to kind of put it as though it's the be all and end all, and really how we got into these creative processes and passions and things was because it was an escape for us from the world around us. You know, our world around us is very much tailored to the fact that we need to work to live. We weren't told that on arrival, being born into it all, but that is very much the world at play. If you don't work or if you don't earn money, you won't have a home and all that kind of thing. It's designed that way, you know. I'm not going down the conspiracy route, that's a different video. I haven't got the energy for it, I don't think. But yeah, so what do I mean when I think creativity and business is the two sides of the same coin kind of thing? It's the fact that in order to kind of succeed in one field, you need one to kind of propel the drive behind the other. Let me know if that made sense. But yeah, we need that kind of escape from like that business corporate life or that work grind life. We need that. It's part of our well-being, it's part of self-care. And vice versa. In order to kind of really strive and do well at business, you need those passengers. Do you just take anyone on board? You need those passions to kind of keep you sane and focused and kind of motivated to propel at business, because taking me as an example, because I can only speak for myself, I've only learned over the last couple of months. So I went to Italy, I think the beginning of September. It was a client that actually took me to Italy. It was one of those like bewildering moments, I suppose. But yeah, I kind of had been working non-stop, like 7 days a week on my business. No creativity, very little, very little energy to kind of focus on anything else, because obviously it was my first trading year, so I was very much kind of focused on getting the clients and securing my income so I could afford bills, rent, food and all that thing, you know, just to kind of live or exist. This is the thing. When we're kind of just focused on bills and work and things, we're just existing, we're not living. And it's that creativity aspect that we all need, whether it's crafting, whether it's kind of just sitting, even playing a video game, those things that take you away from that work focus on making money and making ends meet kind of thing. So yeah, I think it's very important. I mean, I think I said this at the beginning of this year. This is the time, like now is the time to really get on your passions and just pick up new things. If there's something you wanted to kind of learn how to do, pick that up and do it now. I mean, the internet, if you're watching this, you know, you've got access to the internet. You can learn anything. You can literally teach yourself anything. You don't need money to teach yourself anything anymore. This is the beauty of the internet. So yeah, I know it's hard to kind of switch off, especially when you've got bills and everything else, because your mind is thinking, oh my god, I need to kind of find a way to secure my income so I can pay all this stuff and then I can relax. But we're in that kind of rat race cycle where we never relax enough to actually do well in either finding more money or freeing up our times to kind of focus on passions and things like that. So yeah, speaking like from my experience, this was very much my first trading year as a self-employed business owner. I've just registered for PAYE, pay as you earn, so I am now employed again by my own company, which is a nice feeling. But yeah, the first couple of months I was very burnt out. I dealt with a couple of legal situations as well at the time, that I left my full-time job, and yeah, I just needed those few months to just de-stress. So I'll try and do some business tips over on my marketing channel, so be sure to subscribe and do all that good stuff. But yeah, the thing is, I went to America in the end of March, April, so I'd managed to kind of secure a couple of clients in February. So January to February I was very much doing self-employed work, freelance, building websites and writing jobs, and I think I managed a social media package for a client, which was on a very reduced rate, just because I was trying to get the clients in the door. So for the better part of this year, my brain has just been focused on work and my business and just trying to secure my income. And thankfully I have got enough clients now that I've secured my income up until February at least. I'll have to renegotiate contracts and just try and get new clients in the door. But now I'm at that point where I know I've been working too much. I was very much burnt out the last couple of months. I had to go back to doctors, back and forth and things, and yeah, it's that thing now where I'd like to kind of claw back some time just to do not necessarily nothing, just because I'm hardwired to always do something. So even now, like a Sunday evening, like I'm recording a YouTube video, because I'm just kind of wired that way. But this is very different to work. It's that kind of creative catharsis that we all need, and I think it's quite I don't want to buy into the fear aspect of it all, but I think we're at that point. We've got no choice now but to really nurture ourselves. It's waiting for like celebrities and governments and all that thing to kind of save the day. They don't, and they won't, and they're not really designed to. So it's all about kind of self-care, passions, and keeping yourself somewhat sane in the insanity around us. And I think the best way to do this is through creativity, passions, even taking back like an hour each week just to focus on whatever, literally whatever. I mean, I've done all sorts over the years, from art to writing to animation. What else have I done? YouTube. Just find something that you can kind of express yourself, like the actual authentic you, because when we go to work, when we're running businesses and all that, that is not us. We weren't born business people, we weren't born workers, we were born people. So it's the people behind the masks. We need to kind of get those out. I don't know if this is making sense. I don't know. I've just kind of got a random topic in my head, and I just kind of want to talk about it and get it all out. So yeah, like I said, the internet's a great resource for teaching yourself things. If anything, the minute you see like doom and gloom news, I'd immediately switch over to a how-to tutorial or something. You know, when you're scrolling on YouTube or TikTok or something like that, look for how-tos and teach yourself something. Don't just watch the video. Like it's the actual physical embodiment of doing the task. So yeah, I think I'm going to leave it at that, because I don't really want to do too many long videos. I'm going to try and film a few videos this evening and get those up over the next couple of weeks, leading into 2026, which is right around the corner. Who can believe that? I have literally just worked all this year. I haven't even had a proper week off yet, so that's what I mean. It's not healthy, you know. We've got to try and keep ourselves healthy as best we can. I don't know. If you enjoyed this, if you're looking forward to kind of more tips and just discussions and everything else, I mean, I've literally done everything, and I don't know, I've got so much wisdom, I suppose, I can pass on. Learn from my mistakes. But yeah, if you did enjoy this, do subscribe, and that's it. Stay awesome, stay classy, be kind, and bye.